So this is how I made this beautiful mini porch from scraps from a cutout hem. So I started with ripping the hem on this remaining part of the fabric to just give myself more allowance to make a slightly bigger porch, as you can see. After unraveling the hem, this is what you have. You see it's an allowance. So I aligned the fabric, so as you can see, and then I cut out a rectangle sized 2 pieces of fabric. I'm going to use that to trace out your lining part. So I used these fabric scraps from a black lining. So I'm just aligning them and then I'll cut it out, same size. Once you have that, also you're going to get the fusible fleece, or what I call the gum canvas, same size, 2 pieces. So that's what I have. I had already cut them out separately. Then I'm going to iron, so I'm fusing the fusible fleece with the outer fabric. That's the outer fabric of the porch, as you can see there. So iron well, so it sticks well. So there you have it, everything ironed neatly, and then the zip. So what you're going to do, the right side of the zipper will face the right side of the outer fabric, as you can see there. And then the lining now you're going to sandwich the zipper, so that's what you'll do. And then you pin them together. So you see how I'm putting the zip and then the lining, and then I pinned them together. And then where you've pinned is where you're going to stitch. You're going to stitch that you can use your zip footer. There you see. So now I'm going to do a top stitch. So you see that's where I'll do my top stitch, just to keep everything down. So that's how it looks like. So then I'll take the second part of the outer part of the porch, attach to the zip, and then the lining again. Now you do it on the lower side. So again you're sandwiching that zip. So I'll do my pinning, as you will see. So you just align everything well, and then I pinned and stitched there. There you have it. Then again do a top stitch. So just make sure you cut the lining and the outer fabric of this other part, and then you do a top stitch. Once done with the top stitch, I aligned the right sides of together, the right sides of my fabric, of my outer fabric. I measured a square of 1.5 by 1.5 inches at the corners, as you can see. Then I traced that out. Then I'll cut that part out, that square, on both the outer fabric and the lining. You'll do the same for the lining. So once done, I aligned my fabric, so the outer parts are aligned together, and then the lining also the same, and then I stitched. So you'll stitch all round, and then on the lower part of the lining, you don't stitch it completely, you leave an opening. So mine, I had stitched it completely, as you can see there, but I came to unravel it later. You'll see later. So once done, you're going to align your corners, each on the outer part and then the lining, as you can see there. Then the square that you had cut out, so that's what you're going to do to it, to give you the box corner on the porch. So you'll just do what I've done there and hold it with your pin. So you make sure the center seams are adjacent to each other, as you can see there. That's the slow version. And then you'll sew with your seam allowance there. So all the 4 corners you'll sew. Yes. So as I told you earlier, I'll unravel that part. That will allow us to turn the bag inside out, since we've sewn all round. So that's how you unravel the bag. You'll just turn it inside out. So there. And then you'll open the zip. You could as well just open the zip wider. Mine, I struggled a bit opening that zip. But before you stitch all your sides, make sure you open the zip. And then you just now squish everything so it fits well. You just do your adjusting there. That's how it looks like. I'm going to close that gap. So I'll close the gap just with a machine stitch because since it's the lining, no one would really see it. So there you have it with the machine stitch. And then you're just about done with your porch. So this is how it looks like. And would you believe it? This is just from the scraps of a hem, and they have a beautiful porch. It can be whatever size you want. And yeah, don't forget to like or subscribe if you like what you see. I hope to give you more videos in the near future. Bye bye.